Inhale. Exhale. Slowly inhale. Exhale. Get that attention into yourself. You're not noticing anything that's happening around you, but you are going to observe what is happening within you. Try to observe your thoughts and also forgive them. Say, I am not this thought. Take few more deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. We will now slowly raise our Mother Kundalini 3 times and take Bandhan. We will take the 3 Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradaini Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. We will now cleanse our Ida Nadi or the left channel. Slowly take your right hand and place towards the Mother Earth or on the Mother Earth if you're sitting on the floor. O Mother, please cleanse my left channel. Please give me the joy of pure desire. Please give me the power of pure desire. Please remove all the imbalances, lethargy, emotional disturbances from my left channel through the Mother Earth. Here you can be observant of how slowly your left channel cools down and you start feeling cooler vibrations on your left palm. Mother, please cleanse our left channel. Please remove all the imbalances, lethargy, emotional disturbances from our left channel through the Mother Earth. Please bless us with the power of pure desire. We slowly bring back our right hand to the lap. We will now cleanse our right channel by putting the left hand towards the sky. Oh Mother, please cleanse my right channel or my Pingala Nadi. Mother, please remove all the imbalances, excessive heat, excessive thinking, reactions from my right channel through the ether element. This body is made of 5 elements, so we use the same 5 elements to cleanse our body, to recharge our body. Mother, please cleanse our right channel. Please bless us with the power of action. Notice how your thoughts slowly come down and you start getting peaceful within. If you're if you had a rough day, if you had a hectic day, this is the channel that you have to clear out. Mother, please take away all the overactivity, excessive thinking, heat from my right channel through the ether element. Slowly bring back both your hands onto the lap. Here we now pray to Mother. Oh Mother, please give us a balanced state. Please establish the state of thoughtless awareness. Mother, please bring us into balance and give us a balanced state. In this state, we will listen to Shrimataji. The first talk is more about the left, right, and the central aspect of heart chakra. And then we will follow that by another small talk where Shrimataji is going to explain how you can enhance your heart chakra. Just give me one moment.
Now then we have another center on top which we call as the heart center. It is in the center. Now in the sternum bone, behind the sternum bone, this center is there, and thymus produces the antibodies in your sternum bone. These antibodies later on fight your diseases. When you are about 12 years of age, they go into the whole body and waiting there for a signal from your sternum bone. That means supposing you see something, you get frightened, this bone starts pulsating. When it pulsates, the antibodies know there's some emergency and they get prepared for it. Now this is such a normal thing to happen to people, but insecurities can be of the worst type. And when these insecurities develop, people can develop all kinds of diseases of the lungs, especially the women develop what you call as the breast cancer. Mostly these women are insecure. Maybe their husbands are not good, or they feel that the husband may leave them alone or something like that. There are certain insecurities that are built in. They might be quite frightened personalities. I've seen most of the air hostesses have this center heart catching because they're afraid they may miss the plane, or I don't know, they have to be on the job and run and do. Mostly these time-bound jobs cause you the trouble here of the center heart. And this center heart is very important because for women especially, they have to be secured. If their motherhood is challenged, then they are even worse. And this is how one has to understand a woman should be very much respected. If she is your wife, she is your child, or anything, she has to be respected and given all the security. It's the woman who makes the society, it's the woman who creates the children, it's the woman who looks after the children. So the men have to give all the security and the protection to the womanhood and understand that it's a very important factor, which if we neglect, we can have lots of problems with our society, and the women will start competing with men, and then the society will be all dislocated. If there's any problem with your father, then the right side catches and it gives you asthma. First of all, you are, we can say, vulnerable to asthma due to bad liver. Plus, if you have problems with your father or with your fatherhood. Supposing you are an unhappy father, or maybe that you are not looking after your children, then you get this center caught up very badly. It can happen to any one of us if a man is unkind to his son. It's a father principle. If the son is unkind to the father, so the father is hurt. It's the father principle if it is disturbed by any chance. Or suddenly father dies and you feel the pinch of that all your life. All that can work out here and you get this right heart catch. With that, you get asthma. It is said that in homeopathy they believe that with more tension you get it. Because when you are more tense, you see, you remember your father. If he was here, he would have helped you. In the subconscious, sometimes it works out. And that's how it adds to the problem. It is so simple to work out that you'll be amazed that if you have to just raise the principle of father in a person like that, who might be a dejected father, who might be a cruel father, who might be a son who has lost the father, can be anything, that you have to just put your hand on that part. Left-hand side of this is the essence of motherhood. If in your childhood your mother had played a role which has given you fear or kind of a frightening experience, then this center goes out. We say the left heart is catching. Sometimes if you are a bad mother also it might catch. This center is very important. On the left hand side is the mother's side, and the mother itself is. If the mother is a lunatic, you get a problem there. You might get it, we call it a heart. There are two hearts. One is the heart of the spirit and one is the heart chakra. If a mother is a fanatic, she's a woman who is very fanatic about her food, things like that, then the children get it. It's a dangerous thing to play with children like that, to have complete discipline on the children and just keep them, must walk straight like a horse put to things. Children should be allowed to have their freedom. Actually, when we suppress them too much, they become hooligans. That way Indians are better. They know how to bring up their children. With this cruelty towards children, I don't know what women are up to. Where are they going to take their figures and their beauties and everything in front of God? Such cruelty exists, such self-centeredness. Then with all this, the children develop this trouble and they have palpitations. They have very weak hearts. Or when the children are not nice to the mother, they also get it. So mother and father are very important factors in Sahaja Yoga, and you have to understand that if your parents have been unkind to you, you must forgive them. Just forget about them because they have given you birth. You should be thankful and just forget about them. That's the best way to get over the problem of left and right heart.
So I have explained to you all these things. Now this is the heart. In the heart resides the spirit. The spirit is watching the game of this creation and is watching what is happening to this person, to this person, to this person, to this person. Everybody has got in their heart the spirit which is watching. It's called as the Kshetrajna, means the one, the knower of the field. He is watching every minute. He knows what to do, where you go, what mistakes you create. He watches. He doesn't interfere. It's only the interference comes from here, from that way, which tries to give you conscience, which tries to improve you. From here sometimes, the victim part, it tries to tell you, be in the center, by punishing you, by showing it is wrong. But he is just watching the game. Let's see how far it goes. He is the knower of your feet. He is the universal being within you. He is the reflection of that God Almighty who is a spectator within you. And his power is this all-pervading power which has created all this. So to feel this all-pervading power, you have to become the spirit. All this creation has no meaning if you do not become the spirit. In the Vedas, the very first stanza says that by reading Vedas, if you do not become Vid, Vid means, Veda word comes from Vida. Vida means to know. If you do not become the knowledge, then it has no meaning. What's the question?
You were talking about the spirit being in the heart chakra there over on the left side. I'd like to
But still you have to have no fear in your mind. Trust. You trust yourself and trust others. First of all, try to trust yourself. If you have made mistakes, you have to say, yes, I have made mistakes, all right. So what? Trust yourself that you can correct yourself also. Trusting doesn't mean blind ego trip. It does not mean that. Trust means that, yes, I can correct myself. I can improve. I can do better. Some people think that if you trust yourself, then you should never confess anything that you have done wrong. That you should never say that it was wrong and I can correct. This is a wrong idea. You have to trust. yourself by saying that yes, I have done mistakes, I have been doing wrong, I have been faltering, but I can correct. I have that strength within me. I can rise above all these things. I have that thing within me which I can use to my advantage. Trust yourself. Trust that you are realized. Trust that God loves you, that He has chosen you to be His instrument. Love yourself. You are unique, no doubt. As it is human beings, every individual is a unique person. But after realization, you are definitely a unique person. It never means ego trip. One has to use discretion about understanding. It never means ego trip. If you cannot correct yourself, you are not master of yourself. Yes, you are not perfect. You are unique, but you are not perfect. You have to perfect yourself. These words can be very confusing. When I say you are unique, immediately you think you are perfect. These are two words, unique and perfect. Somebody can be unique, but he can have imperfections. So you have to perfect yourself. And trust in yourself that you can perfect yourself through your Kundalini awakening, clearing your chakras. By understanding yourself, you can perfect yourself. You have to perfect. I have so many ways I tell you. Directly, sometimes indirectly, through friends, somehow point out that this is the problem with you. You should think that I am within you. I am that part within you which is discretion. When you do not understand your own discretion, I try to give you the direction. By this way or that way. But people feel hurt, people feel bad, or some of them accept it. If you are seekers and if you are ascending, you are definitely unique, or especially blessed. And you have to pay special attention to yourself. You can't afford to play with yourself. So you have to discriminate between ego or ego trips as they call it, and ascent. Ego trips bring you back with the worst hurting. It would be something like throwing you in the air and again you come back with a bump and break one of your necks or something like that. That's what ego trip is. But ascent is where you really rise above. Not only that you rise, but with you, you make others rise. In your ascent, you develop tremendous powers. The higher you ascend, the better it is. But not by understanding that I am perfect, you can ascend. Never so. There's a story of a teacher and his student. The teacher was very kind to the student when he would come and show him his creations. He was very kind to him. And every time he would say that I have done this good and this is the thing that I have not been able to do. So will you please tell me how to correct it? And the teacher would say, yes, good. You better correct this part. Then do this. One day, the student came and said, now, this is perfect. He said, you are no more student now. So he said, no more. You are not to come to me anymore. There was another student who was coming every day and correcting himself. And he told to his teacher that today I think I can teach others, but not yet perfect. He said, all right, you go and teach. The third one was a student who came, and he was always trying to see what was the mistake and how he has to correct, and how he worked very hard, very assiduous, very hard working. And he came to his teacher one day and he said, sir, I will not trouble you anymore now. He said, true, now you take my seat. That is what one has to understand. You ascend, you will become humbler. It is just the other way around, people understand. You see, when they ascend, they think we have achieved some special powers. I don't know, suddenly self-certification starts, you see. I'm very good in spirituality, I'm very high up and all that. This self-certificate starts. And then it can reach such a point that suddenly you found you are on the earth again. This kind of thing is not the way it works out. Actually, the people who ascend, there are certain qualities that show on them. The first thing is your collectivity. How collective you are. With how many people you can carry on. At how many things you can laugh. That is one of the biggest.
We will now close our eyes and meditate on the heart center. Again, feel free to take few deep breaths to establish your attention within yourself. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Slowly take your right hand onto the center of your heart. Here, we pray, O Mother, please fill my heart with pure love and make me fearless. Mother, please fill my heart with pure love and make me fearless. You have any fears, this is the place where you surrender and trust in the divine, that the divine is going to take care of everything. All you have to do is surrender. Just completely surrender to the divine and see how your heart is filled with this pure joy, the unconditional love, and you become confident and fearless. You have nothing to worry. When the divine is taking care of you, you have nothing to worry. Mother, please make us fearless. Slowly move to the right, left of your heart. This is where your spirit resides. Here we affirm only one thing. Mother, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. I am the pure spirit with complete confidence. I am the pure spirit. Mother, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. Bring back your hand onto your lap. Now take your left hand to the right heart. On the right heart, it is the center of your Maryadas. It is the center where Sri Sita and Rama reside. Mother, please establish the rightful boundaries in me. May I be a rightful mother, a rightful daughter, a rightful sister, just and a, just like a rightful father, a rightful brother, a rightful son. May please establish the rightful boundaries in me. Bring back your left hand. We continue to meditate on Rag Durga, which enhances the heart chakra. We now take rise our Kundalini and take Bandhan. So this brings us to the end of the meditation session today. Any questions, please let me know. Sorry, extremely sorry. Today I was really caught up in an important meeting. Started the session late. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. We'll try to keep up to the schedule going forward. Any questions, please let me know.
हेलो
Hello, Yanidhi.
मैम मुझे पूछना था कि
I
जैसे
can't hear you very clearly. Can you speak out a little loud?
हाँ जी मैम
हाँ बोलो.
मैम हम कह रहे थे कि जैसे हम फुट सोकिंग करते हैं ना
Yeah,
तो उस समय कुछ देर बाद मैम पानी जो है वो गर्म महसूस होने लगता है
true,
तो
true, true.
तो उसके बाद क्या हम उस पानी को बीच में उठ के चेंज कर लें या उसी में रखे रहें पैर
नहीं, यूजुअली आप फुट सोकिंग सिर्फ 10 मिनट करना है, उससे ज्यादा इट्स नॉट प्रेफर्ड.
अच्छा जी
Okay, and if your body is feeling really hot, that's the reason the water is getting really heated up, right? तो आप क्या कर सकते हैं कि water में थोड़ा ice डालो, so that the water cools down more, and your there's lot of heat probably in the body, and the ice water will suck in, and you'll still feel comfortable. It'll remain cold enough for those 10 minutes. 10 minutes से ज़्यादा I would say don't sit in foot soak. You can do more number of times, like you can do in the morning, you can do in the evening, but 10 minutes should be good enough.
ओके थैंक यू मैम और
Yeah.
दूसरी चीज पूछनी थी मैम कि
हाँ.
जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना कि मदर प्लीज गिव अस प्योर डिजायर
हाँ.
तो मैम मेडिटेशन के टाइम पे हम बोलते हैं है ना
हाँ.
पर दिन भर में कितनी सारी एक्टिविटीज होती हैं
हाँ.
फिजिकली मेंटली
Yeah.
साइकोलॉजिकली इमोशनली कि वो प्योर नहीं होती मैम
Yeah.
तो ये मेडिटेशन करते करते खुद ब खुद ठीक हो जाएगा या हमें उसमें भी कोई इंटेंशन डाल के या अफर्मेशन डाल के कर सकते हैं